how exactly are we going to set up that assurance program? And what we've come up with is more or less these 3 pillars to help you build out the framework, to monitor the function and compliance, and then setting up some of those KRIs or key risk indicators. So as we kind of look at that first pillar of privacy controls, this is really where you can leverage industry frameworks such as NIST or ISO, or just creating a custom framework. But it's going to be the base of how you can understand compliance requirements and rationalize and operationalize those requirements. This is really going to define the objectives to align with the company's risk appetite. Business users are going to be responsible for knowing how to meet those objectives, and establishes overall accountability within the organization as it relates to privacy. So I think we feel that most time the business owners don't really want to be told how to implement privacy. They kind of want to be provided with the main objectives and really work to define a process that's going to work best for them. And then once that framework is developed, obviously, they'll understand their role within compliance and can help go through those internal audit processes. The next bucket, I think, is going to be that compliance monitoring piece. And really to support ongoing compliance, it's critical that both privacy and those business operations team are continually reviewing requirements. They're continually looking at their business objectives, and one, making sure that all those controls are still operating as they once did, but 2, that the actual control objective is being met. And one way to support that is through the self-assessment process. So that's where control owners can go through and self-assess that control objective that's in place, it's still meeting the objective, but also allowing privacy to come in and assess those risks and look for more opportunities to even mitigate those risks or provide some enhancements. And I think the critical piece of this too is going to be evaluating emerging regulations. There might be changing interpretations to existing regulations. So really just using that framework to quickly identify some gaps and understand where requirements might change through the compliance monitoring function. And then the last pillar is the KRIs. So these are your key risk indicators that help you kind of evaluate the program and potentially look for those maturity opportunities. This could be number of data subject requests coming in, the number of PIAs that need to be completed, et cetera. But they really make sure that you're keeping up to date with all the privacy activities and making sure that you stay within compliance and the objectives that the organization has set.